Cassus Fett, a major figurehead of the Mandalorian Wars, as well as becoming Mandalore the Ultimate's top strategist and main advisor. The origins of Cassus Fett are unknown to the Republic, and few who served alongside him. After the defeat of the Mandalorians during the Great Sith War, a new Mandalore rose to power, the Tong Mandalore, Mandalore the Ultimate. Clan houses quickly became flooded with new recruits, and Mandalorian militancy began to expand, with the promise of a great battle to eclipse any other. At the heart of this was Cassus Fett, a human whose bold strategical mind rewarded him a place at the new Mandalore's side. Notably, Cassus Fett convinced Mandalore the Ultimate to introduce a new military regime, based around a clan known as Neo-Crusaders. This would make each Mandalorian warrior wear a regimented uniform. This would allow the Mandalorians to turn from a rabble of great warriors to a well-oiled combatant machine, with low-ranking members wearing a blue variation of the armour, and the elite commanders, such as Fett himself, wearing gold. This ensured that a strong sense of hierarchy was established, which would allow their best to excel in the military. Before the Mandalorian Wars had begun in earnest, whilst the Republic and Mandalorians had skirmishes on their borders, Outer Rim territories were quickly absorbed into the new Mandalorian regime. Whilst in the past Mandalorians would easily conquer and pillage a world, Cassus chose to use the world's fervour by demoralising colonies by telling them how the Republic had abandoned them, and they would be given a choice. Join the Mandalorian military or become slaves, which would serve to feed the Mandalorian war machine. One of Cassus Fett's most notorious actions was the massacre on Cathar, where after a brutal conflict between the Mandalorians and the Cathar, Cassus, wanting to inspire fear amongst the Republic and punish the Cathar for their disobedience. For this reason, Cassus led his troops to drive the remaining Cathar into the sea, where they were butchered and almost wiped out, along with one Mandalorian who spoke out against the onslaught. This is far from Cassus's only brutal tactic. He once cleansed an entire planet's surface using an orbital bombardment, as Mandalorian recruits who had been training there had contracted a plague. He also personally oversaw the invasion of Taris, where he purged rebellions from the capital and completely demoralised the people by ensuring the Mandalorians kept a tight grip all over the system. Cassus knew that Mandalorian culture must be able to preserve itself. For this reason, he ensured that anyone willing and able could become a Mandalorian. Many from conquered worlds did so, believing that the Republic had betrayed them. Fett even engaged Revan and Malak before their fall to the dark side, where he killed a Republic flagship captain. With this, he became the most wanted man in the entire galaxy. Cassus Fett was assumed dead shortly after the Mandalorian Wars, which were won by the Republic when Revan killed Mandalore the Ultimate, and destroyed most of the Mandalorian fleet. However, Fett's legacy would continue with his descendants, who would in some ways eclipse that of his own. Cassus's armour would fall into the hands of many over the years that followed, but no one could be sure how he died. Ultimately, Cassus leaves a far greater legacy, a butcher of the Cathar, a great strategist, a military genius, and even the man who started Revan's journey. Truly, Cassus has altered the galaxy we know.